Hello, and welcome to part 2 of Blood Bowl 2. And we had just scored a touchdown against the Dark Elf team here. And now that we've scored, if you're not American or familiar with American football, after a team scores, they kick the ball back. So here's the dangerous part. Because the enemy is on offense, they get the first move, and they get to beat the hell out of us first. So, a lot of our men are going to get knocked down and just ravaged. And our catchers need to be ready to run up the field and try to take the ball from them as soon as possible. On defense, everybody has a part to do. Regardless of what their usual role is, this is what they do. Because you have to stop the ball no matter what. So our goal here, even if we can't steal the ball, is to just beat them and hold them off. We get an expert reroll this half, that's good. Gives us a slightly better chance since we had to use a reroll already. Enemy already wants to get behind us. Either that's a distraction or they're preparing for a big attack. Obviously won't take the bait. We don't have to worry about who's behind us if we're rushing up the front. Gonna prepare a cage and then have one of their guys here go grab the ball. Probably him. This guy here is gonna get it.
They must have glue on their fingers.
Oop, and they want that catcher out of the way. Yeah, I'm smart enough to know that I want to take them out. They know who's going to run up.
That's quite a few of the opposition surrounding that player. They need to be very careful. Any action this player makes risks a
Getting
turnover.
really lucky with all these dodge rolls.
Got any strategy for the coach here, Bob?
Trying to get away before I can hit them.
He's coming to help his buddy. That's gonna hurt. They're gathering around that lone player, like halflings round a sandwich.
There we go. Looks like that expert reroll came in handy.
Haha, here's some friends.
They're getting up close and personal, Bob.
You need to be close. So close they can smell your breath and see the dead insects in your teeth.
Now the plan is just to beat the enemy and get to the ball. I'm probably going to surround this blitzer
This
here
could be a sack.
and try to knock him
I love it
away
when that happens.
so they can run away with the ball. It's their typical AI strategy. Which, again, AI does stack the die and it always succeeds. Unless they should screw up somewhere else before they do the plan. The thing I'm worried about is AI does tend to have an awful load time when it's put into difficult situations. My friends say that they're cheating. That's the time when they stack the dice, when they take these unusually long times to think. Which I don't know if I agree, because they do tend to be quite cheaty either way. And the fact that they never have bad luck, except for once in a blue moon. Like, they always succeed on rerolls. Like, they could reroll a 17% chance and they'll keep succeeding. But when they do fail, it's only at the stupidest, most insignificant times possible.
That's
You might be going to punch my thrower out. It's
one.
possible. Yep. Here comes the stack as they prepare to try and knock him out of the way. You want to get as many people back there as they can. Unless they're too afraid to take the chance of dodging. Which I don't know why they would be, because they almost always succeed. Especially since they're elves. Pretty nasty kicks in.
It's a block.
Oh, he's hitting the
Let's
ball
hope
carrier.
Nuffle is smiling on those blocking dice, Bob.
Nuffle's always smiling, Jim. You just don't always know which side he's supporting.
Of course he was stunned. Why wouldn't he be?
The player's down. Turnover. That player is about to get punched above and below the belt at the same time. Look at Twinkle Toes there.
And I honestly think those disadvantaged dice are the only chance we've got.
Come on, guys. Together. This could be fun, especially if the ball holder goes down. They're going for the ball.
And I'll take it. It'll still knock the ball
They can
carrier down.
dislodge the ball from that loser. They're in with a chance of turning this match on its head.
Probably grab it with the lineman, unless he really wants to get up in the runner's hands. What does this runner have? Are they pre-preparing a cage? I don't know what significance they would have of gathering up at this point.
Not what you'd expect.
Oh, here comes the
This is
reroll.
blood. Were they asleep then?
Well, I certainly was, Jim.
The rare time that a reroll actually fails. That's quite a miracle, actually. Gotta take this chance. the knockout, they'll be out until the next kickoff. They have a chance of getting up.
Player's eyes
Like I
rolling
said,
up into
everything's
his
based
head.
off of chance here.
He'll be out for some time. Touchdown is near.
And into the end zone again. Which was quite lucky, actually.
If the losers are gonna make a move, they need to do
Now,
it
something I
now.
forgot to explain before is star player points, or SPP. You see, they succeeded in knockouts instead 0. It cut itself out before this guy jumped
All
up
the
as he's
knockout
back in
players
the game.
are back on the field. How
So,
did
star
that
player
happen?
points. See, this guy has
Despite being in the
1
lead, this team
for
now has to
completing a
kick the ball
pass.
to the
This guy
losing
has 3
squad.
for the
They'll
touchdown.
want to get it back as soon as they
And
can.
our other thrower, or catcher, sorry. Our other catcher also has 3. Now, different actions result in different amounts of star player points, and once a star player point, 6 for the first level, they'll level up. You can roll dice, and whatever you roll affects what kind of skills you can give them. They're kicking it for the back of the field, which is dangerous because the ball can scatter and go out, and then they get to choose who gets it. And we get next to reroll from cheering fans. Ah, perfect. Going for that same move. Maybe that's something with the eye. They're probably gonna kick this catcher right here. A lot of teams have their very own AI to play to their strengths. The Dark Elf strength, I don't know what I would say exactly. It's really just focus on their blitzers. Then they have runners who can run the ball.
Quick and easy. Nothing to see
These
here.
guys don't have any witch elves, which are one of the more powerful and most agile units. Only some pushes, that's good.
That player is looking rather smug for remaining upright. Pride comes before a fall.
Unlucky with all these agility rolls still.
The player's in trouble, no doubt about it. What's the coach gonna do?
Ooh, and he fails going for it. When you try to move too far beyond your boundaries, you have to roll a going for it, and if you roll a 1 like that, you fail. He was sadly, well, sad for him anyway, he rolled a 1 twice in a row. As you can see down there in the bottom, it shows all the possible rolls.
Is the assist gonna be enough to come out on top?
I'm not going to bother going for the ball because it's about to be halftime. I'm just going to get all the hits in that I can. Now, one other interesting feature is called fouling, which essentially allows you to heavily harm the enemy
Those players
and try to injure them again
fight is about to happen.
once they're on the ground, but there's a chance that your player will be removed from the game for doing so if you roll doubles. So I'm going to try this and hope for the best.
I think he's going to make
I can only foul once per turn,
He's going to sleep, and maybe we will see
and I
him
get a
on the pitch
knockout.
later.
There's no SPP for knockouts, only injuries, which luckily I didn't roll doubles, because if you do roll doubles they get sent off the field. I will not follow simply because that gives them a free punching opportunity next turn. If I keep my distance, they can only swing at me once. Well, twice, these guys. So these guys will probably get punched, and then they'll choose one more person to punch. Actually go back and smack this guy.